Dawn breaks over the African savanna, and with the rising sun arrives a spectacular kaleidoscope of color. Thousands of European bee-eaters have traveled across continents to reach these steep riverbanks. They are here with one singular purpose: to build the next generation. Courtship is sealed with a gift. A successful hunt proves he will be a capable father. But before a family can begin, the hard labor starts. Using only their beaks and claws, they excavate tunnels up to a meter deep into the hardened cliff face. Keep back from my nest. Intruder detected. Protect the young. Hiss, hiss, I smell eggs. Deep in the cool, safe darkness of the burrow, the first treasure is laid. Now, the agonizing wait begins. For the next 3 weeks, she will barely see the sun. Down below, a clutch of 5 eggs relies entirely on the dedication of their parents. The male takes on the burden of hunting for 2. But a vertical city attracts specialized thieves. A monitor lizard, relentless and hungry. The colony sounds the alarm, swarming the intruder to drive it away. But the reptile's thick scales act as armor against their tiny beaks. It probes the tunnels, searching for a scent. Only a few inches of sand separate life from death. Finding nothing, the predator moves on, for now. A narrow escape. But the true challenge is yet to come. "20 days of incubation finally yield a breakthrough. Blind, featherless, and incredibly fragile. They are entirely helpless. And they are starving. The parents must now shift into overdrive. Every meal is a competition. The loudest, most vigorous chick gets fed first. Above the river, the sky becomes a theater of aerial mastery. Bee-eaters are aptly named. They are precision interceptors. But venomous prey requires careful preparation. A swift beating dislodges the stinger, making it safe to swallow. But the constant activity around the burrows draws fresh danger. An egg-eating snake, perfectly designed to navigate narrow tunnels. Once again, the colony acts as a collective defense system. Safe for another day, the chicks continue to grow, rapidly outgrowing their sandy nursery. Even as tropical storms batter the riverbank, the deep burrows provide a warm, dry haven. As the skies clear, the young birds begin to look like their magnificent parents. Curiosity draws them toward the light. But waiting at the edge of the light is an old enemy. The monitor lizard has returned, and it remembers where the nests are. This time, it strikes with lethal speed. A devastating loss for the neighbors. And now, it sets its sights on our family. But the bee-eaters launch a furious, coordinated assault. Overwhelmed by the aerial bombardment, the lizard loses its grip. The final days in the nest are cramped and restless. The fledglings are constantly hungry, pushing their exhausted parents to the limit. Instinct tells them it is almost time to leave. They test their wing muscles against the warm savanna breeze. But death can strike from above, without warning. An African Harrier-hawk. In a fraction of a second, a parent is taken. A brutal reminder of the circle of life. Silence grips the colony. But survival demands resilience. The feeding must continue. The young are now fully grown. The dark tunnel can no longer hold them. It requires a literal leap of faith. A clumsy, chaotic descent, but a successful one. For the first time, all 5 chicks are out in the open air. Now, they must learn to hunt for themselves. Behind them, the sandy burrows sit empty, their purpose fulfilled. Against all odds, they have survived predators, storms, and starvation. They are now kings and queens of the air. As evening approaches, the colony gathers in the ancient acacia trees to roost. Tomorrow, they will hunt again. But tonight, there is peace on the riverbank.